So Becca and I have decided that it's time for us to get a new hunting vehicle. Our Jeeps can get us really close to the chucker hunting spots and the open OHV areas out in the desert. It can get us closer than any truck or SUV out there can get us. And it'll get us into hunting places that are reached by more extreme 4x4 trails. But our Jeep Wranglers just aren't optimal hunting vehicles, in my opinion, because we built them up too much. That's the honest truth. Once you throw 40-inch tires and put coilovers up through the tub of your Jeep, it isn't much of a hunting vehicle anymore. We also wanted a newer vehicle with all of the bells and whistles and state-of-the-art navigation system. And we wanted something that was, almost ready right off the lot to do some extreme wheeling and be a good utility vehicle for hunting at the same time. So, we spent over 6 months researching a new hunting rig. The new Toyota 4Runners and Tacomas were off of our list pretty fast because they lacked the off-the-lot off-road capability of a Jeep Wrangler. And they required just too much money and time to meet our off-road capability standards. The interior of those Toyotas is also, pretty small and tight in my opinion, which I really don't like at all. And, the back seat on those vehicles are really unusable. Also visibility is just horrible in those Toyotas. With the Toyota 4Runner and Tacoma out of the picture, we started looking very hard at the new Bronco. The interior is very nice and roomy on those, and the off-the-lot off-road potential is far greater than what Toyota offers. And we drove several 4 and 6-cylinder Broncos, and we thought they had good power and great road manners. But the interior on the Bronco just was very cheap and fragile feeling to me. I felt like the grab handles were just going to snap off every time I used them. The visibility is also really bad on the Bronco, especially when you're used to that stubby sloped hood and the dovetailed front end of a Jeep Wrangler. What finally killed our interest in the Bronco, though, was when we saw them break on the trail. I saw 2 of them go down with broken tie rods on easy local trails. And then we saw a Bronco with aftermarket tie rods on it in Utah break a steering rack. And, he was only running 37-inch tires on that, which is just one tire size above what came stock on it. So, maybe you can get an aftermarket rack for the Bronco. I don't know. But we wanted a vehicle we can throw 37-inch tires on without adding a bunch of mods. And, I'm just sick of working on stuff constantly. And the IFS system on the Bronco looked like a rabbit hole that I just wasn't interested in going down. And these Jeeps make absolutely great rigs for running trails and rock crawling, but they're a real compromise for hunting and fishing. Sure, they can get me to spots most trucks and even mildly built Jeeps can't get to, but that's about all they excel at doing. Look at my Jeep with these 40-inch tires. You can't just pop out of this Jeep with your gun ready to go into action, and I'd never want to toss a stinky, bloody pig inside this thing. So even though Becca and I do take our Jeeps out, we usually end up just taking my Super Duty instead. So the truck is just way more useful, but what if there was a way to have a Jeep, Wrangler, and a truck in one rig? So this is our new hunting and fishing rig. It's a 2022 Jeep Gladiator Rubicon. Becca absolutely loves this thing so far, and it's just a perfect fit for our lifestyle. As you can see, my wife already has it on 37-inch tires with a 2.5-inch lift. And in the front, she installed a Poison Spider bumper with, of course, a Warn winch. And other than adding a ham radio and maybe some gears to this bad boy, This build is done. You know, it's not getting any bigger than this, and no other useless crap is getting attached to it. It's pretty much perfect for what we do the way it is. So we have to resist the urge to mod any further on this thing. So we wanted the off-road capability and trail visibility of a Jeep, but we also wanted the functionality and utility of a truck, and the Gladiator just provides that to us. In my mind, the Jeep Gladiator is just the perfect hunting rig.